All right. Good afternoon, Wireless Vision. It's Zena coming to you live from the corporate office here in Michigan. Thank you all for joining our first ever St. Baldrick's event, virtual event, I should say. This is our 5th year partnering up with St. Baldrick's, and we're so happy to continue our partnership with such a great organization that helps childhood cancer research. So a huge shout out to our Shavies here on the call. And of course, thank you all to the donors, to Wireless Vision employees, as well as family members watching on YouTube right now. So we just want to let you know you can add your comments and cheer on the team while they shave. And also make sure to tag Wireless Vision on social media and make sure to hashtag shave to save. So that's our theme for today. And I'm going to pass it over to our MC for the hour, Rob Stapleton, live from Sport Clips for more on the event. Rob?
Hey, thanks, Zena. And yeah, I'm coming to you virtually and literally from the Sport Clips in Oswego, Illinois, where they are going to help us take care of some head shaving today. You'll have me and my youngest for his, I think it's his 3rd year in a row shaving his head for the cause. 4th year, he tells me, shaving his head for the cause. But it's such a cool event, such a great cause. And I just, I want to give you guys some facts around why we do it. And when you know the St. Baldrick's organization, what you'll find out really quickly is the thought process around the organization is that their primary focus is fighting childhood cancers. And because of the money and the funds that they raise, there have been multiple innovations in the space that have saved lives. And I don't know about you guys, but that really is a cool cause. A lot of different organizations that fight cancers and come up with cancer research methods, but St. Baldrick's focuses primarily on children. We've been doing this event for 5 years. And in those 5 years, we've raised $110,000. I can't wait to see where we land after today. We've shaved over 200 heads in those 5 years. And so proud to be part of the cause. I'm going to turn it over to Doyle, our CRO, for his thoughts on the event. Byrne?
Hey, thanks, Rob, and thanks, Zena, and hello, WV. It's great to see everyone virtually. I think all of you know how critically important the WV's Got Your Back program is for WV, both culturally and obviously connected to the business. It connects to the communities that we serve. It connects to the people that work in our stores. It connects to the people that live in the communities that we work with. And the annual St. Baldrick's campaign is a big part of that. You know, this year with everything that's gone on, it would have been easy to push this or to find a lot of excuses not to participate in the campaign. And I love the fact that Zena and Rob and others kept this going to ensure that we remain committed to this critically important cause. So excited to be with all of you today. And most importantly, a big thank you to all of the donors, a thank you to all of the shavees. And I am a perfect case study for all of you that sometimes it doesn't grow back. So keep that part in mind too. But I truly appreciate everyone's involvement in this campaign. Big thank you to all of the dosos for the work they do, keeping this alive culturally. And thank you to everyone involved. Rob, back to you.
Hey, thanks, Byrne. And with that, I want to turn it over to Becky Weaver from the St. Baldrick's organization to walk us through her point of view around the cause. Becky?
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for 5 years of Wireless Vision partnership. We could not appreciate you more, especially this year. And I want to say a couple of things about Wireless Vision and your participation. So what you're doing here, especially this year, but every year, shows a couple of things about you. One is that you really care about kids and you put your passion and heart and soul into it and your generosity. The other thing is that you're smart investors, because one of the things we know at St. Baldrick's is that nobody has a monopoly on great ideas. And so what we do is we take research applications from all over the country and we put them through a rigorous scientific review, and we fund the best ones. So I would say to you, if you support your local children's hospital or your favorite children's hospital, that's great. Don't stop. But nobody, again, has a monopoly on the best ideas. And so by investing with St. Baldrick's, you are very smart in that you're putting your money all across the country to wherever the best ideas are. So another thing that I want you to know is that you're on the forefront of research. Childhood cancer research has always been at the forefront. A lot of things happen first in kids that now are curing millions of adults every year. Chemotherapy was first developed for kids, for instance. And childhood cancer researchers were also the first ones really to band together. So there are lots of different kinds of cancer. There are lots of different kinds of childhood cancer. And any one institution might treat only a handful of kids with one particular type every year. And so the only way to make progress was for researchers to start working together. And they did that about 60 years ago. The adults followed suit. And now there are adult cooperative research groups as well. But it's just one way that childhood cancer research is kind of on the forefront. Your gifts are supporting that cooperative research. They're also supporting some really cool things like an innovation award that lets scientists move very quickly and nimbly to pursue the best ideas. A dream team that is finding new immunotherapies that are helping kids not just with leukemia, but even brain tumors that are the hardest to cure. And you're funding a lot of young investigators that are finishing their training under an expert's mentorship, but pursuing their own new ideas. And it's just really exciting stuff. The most important thing is what you've all said, and that is that you're saving lives. There are kids alive today because of what you're doing. There are kids who had absolutely no other hope, and they were saved by a research trial that you're supporting. I want to tell you that we have 5 ambassador kids every year. The number 5 is because after 5 years after diagnosis, about 1 in 5 of these kids will not survive. So we have 1 deceased child and 4 living ambassadors every year. One of our ambassadors is a little girl named Hudson. She's 2 years old. And I want to introduce you to her mom, Haley, who's just going to speak a couple of minutes and give you a flavor for what you are actually doing right now. And thank you so much to Wireless Vision and all of your supporters. Turn it over to Haley.
Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Thank you so much for being here. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my daughter. She was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma when she was 7 months old. We started chemotherapy pretty much right away, and in the middle of her treatment, so she had 14 rounds total. She had her scapula removed on the left side to ensure that the tumor was completely taken away. And it was totally successful. She had 100% tumor kill, which we couldn't have asked for a better outcome in that scenario. And then she finished with the 7 rounds of chemo afterwards. And now she's 2 years old. She just turned 2 last Sunday. And we are, adjusting to life with having like a normal toddler. But, the reason why organizations like St. Baldrick's are so important are because what most people don't know is that when you hear that your child is cancer-free, her journey's not over with cancer. I'm sorry. And we continue to have to take her in. Actually, tomorrow is one of those days we have to take her in to go get blood draws and work with the hematologist to ensure that her iron levels come back down from having so many blood transfusions. And every 3 months for the next year, she gets full body scans just to make sure that nothing has come back. And it's so important that the research continues for this so that parents moving forward might not have to deal with the after effects of chemo that we do. And, we actually just had this conversation with my in-laws about the fact that while she is cancer-free, there's the very real possibility that because of the treatment she's undergone, a different kind of cancer could occur. And that's something that's scary all the time. And so, the research that's being done will hopefully lead to solutions to that and lessen that, and, maybe even one day take it away altogether. And it's so important, because I would do anything so that a parent didn't have to go through what we did. So I want to say thank you so much for being here and for doing all the shaves and raising the money, because without y'all, my daughter might not have received the research and, the treatment that she did to be where she is today. So thank you so much.
Haley, thank you for sharing the story of Hudson. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, and hoping for positive outcomes tomorrow. And again, just thank you so much. And we couldn't be prouder to be part of this organization, and couldn't be prouder to be part of WV and WV allowing us to give back not only to our customers every day, but to our communities through causes like this. So I think with that, we're going to jump into the most exciting part of my day and my year. I get to finally shave my son's head, because he's been growing this mop since last year. So we'll jump into that in just a couple of minutes. But I want to thank Megan, the manager of Sport Clips, and I'll introduce you guys to us in a second. We're a mask state, but I'll introduce you to Megan in a second. But Sport Clips, just to give them a shout out, they're one of the largest donors and sponsors of St. Baldrick's across the country. So they do great things every single day. And Megan is here on her day off at my request to help do this the right way. So we'll introduce you to her in a second. And then I want to just shout out our top participants for the year. And right before this call, we pulled the total. So far today, we have raised $10,052. I know Zena's going to correct me. I know it in a second. She's going to say, Rob, we're over 12 grand. But I want to recognize our top 5. So in reverse order, Joe Sean from the Chicago market, thank you. Pat from the Phoenix market, thank you. Rod Barstead, as always, thank you for your engagement in this cause. Nora from Detroit, number 2 overall, and Will out of our corporate office, our number 1 participant so far today. So thank you to all of you guys for what you've done. All right, let's get into shaving. Zena, are we good?
We're good, Rob. Ready to go. I think we can go through the market. So let's get on the shaving.
All right, hold on 1 second. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm gonna, here he is. Here's his before. Say hi. All right, and then big shout out to Megan. Megan, say hi to everybody. Hi. Thanks again for everything you're doing. All right, let's jump into the markets and our top participants. So first, I want to start in the Chicago market. Brian Valle was the lead sponsor, or the team captain, I should say. They raised $1,175 to this point, right before the call. Brian couldn't be on the call today due to some other engagement, but thank you to Brian and what he's doing. Let's go to the SoCal market. Tashara, can you talk to us about how much you guys have raised so far and what the cause means to you?
So thank you for that. So far we have raised $1,296 for SoCal. This cause means very, very much for me, because my niece actually passed away from cancer at the age of 2 years old, 4 years ago. So it hit home for me, but definitely to be a part of something that gives back in so many ways goes a long way. And to see our region come together the very first time that SoCal is able to participate in this and, give the contributions that we have so far. I think that this is a fantastic cause, and, it hits dear to me personally and my family to go through this. So to hear about Hudson and that she is surviving is amazing. So thank you for that.
Thank you for sharing that, Tashara. All right, let's pass it over to the Milwaukee market. Team captain Scott Gordon and RSM captain Cameron Campbell.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? I am really happy to be a part of this. This is my 3rd year being a part of this program. We had some people that decided they wanted to shave, but they didn't want to shave locally. They wanted to do it at home. So we shared a couple of those today on the chats and things like that. Note out there on Twitter. We raised just under over $1,000, $1,013. We have another $500 about to come in there just in a little bit. And being a part of this, it's about, how you want to do it. My mom died of cancer last year, and she also lived through cancer 3 times. So for me, it's very emotional. And to think of a young person that didn't even get to live their whole life, for me, that's pretty big deal. So right when I heard about it, I wanted to volunteer. I just wish we could have done it big like we did the past year. So that's what I got. Back to you guys.
Hey, thanks, Scott, and thanks for sharing the story about your mom. Let's go over to the Phoenix market. Roxana Sanchez.
Hey everyone, we have raised over $1,300. That's with Phoenix, Tucson, and Desert West. I want to give a huge shout out to Rod. He actually challenged his family. If they went ahead and donated a few bucks, he would shave his head. And we have him here today shaving his head. I am extremely grateful to be the captain here, as my grandpa 10 years ago was told he only had 1 more year left as he has cancer, and he is still here with us. So it means a ton to me to be the ambassador and the captain for the Phoenix market. And we have Daniel, Turbo, and Mr. Jimmy shaving heads today.
Awesome. Thank you, Roxana. Chris Gomez in the South Florida market. Can you share your donations, who's shaving their head, and what the cause means?
Yeah, so I think first of all, we all, it's a great cause. We all can relate to it on a professional level, on a personal level. Those that have been affected by cancer, I think it's the least we can do. We're blessed with health, and for us to be able to support those in need is the least we can do. So extremely happy. I'm here with I'm gonna be shaving my head. I don't have much hair; it's too hot over here. But Nate does have lovely black locks that he will be losing, and then I have my barber who did us a great favor to go ahead and support us in this cause. He came to the house. We're a little COVID lockdown here, so just as the safest way to do it. But happy to support. We raised $552 so far. The team is still actively donating and promoting it. Hopefully, we can move that number north. Thank you, guys.
That's awesome. Thank you, Gomez. And not much hair on Gomez, but lovely locks will be lost today. So thanks, guys. Thanks, South Florida Market. And for those watching on YouTube Live, the link is active. The link will continue to be active. So please give what you can to a great cause. Let's go over to New York. Rob Gonzalez is our team captain out there. Rob. We're going to chalk that up to technical difficulty from Rob Gonzalez. I'll cover it for him. He did a great job raising some money. We'll see if we can track down Rob, and we'll come back to him. Let's go to the St. Louis market. CJ Yancey, what does the cause mean to you?
Hey, good afternoon. This is my 3rd year being able to participate in this and lead the St. Louis crew. St. Louis did a good job so far at about $354. We're going to get over that $1,000 goal. We're outside in the parking lot right now talking to people as they walk by. It means a lot to me, right? My little sister was diagnosed with cancer. She was able to beat it. So that was pretty awesome to see. And then just recently, it hit home. Just my best friend, he's 34 years old, just got diagnosed with cancer last week. So that made me even more excited to, jump into this and really try to help others and support others that might not be able to afford some of the help they need to get. So every year brings excitement to me, and wanting to be able to support St. Baldrick's is just so exciting every single year. This year we got Mr. Joel Cochran, just waiting for his cleanly shaven head to be even more cleanly shaven. He's got some edges that we got to clean up. And then we have 3 other people that are virtually going to shave their heads too, which is pretty cool.
Hey, thank you, CJ, and thank you to the St. Louis market. And CJ, a double thank you to you. I know you're pulling extra credit work covering for the Colorado market. Anything you want to share around anybody shaving their head out there? Any money raised?
I'll pass it to Ed. Let him share.
Oh, we're gonna get some Eddie time.
Hey, I'm on camera. Hey, thanks for letting me speak for a second, but it is close to me as well. My niece, 8 years ago, diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, as we heard earlier. She's an 8-year survivor, so blessings your way, and there's hope all around us. Good story with that too. My wife's mom is a breast cancer survivor of 26 years. My wife actually got a job 3 years ago working at a college in a cancer research institute, specialty in breast cancer and Ewing sarcoma. So it's all around me. It's love all around me. There's hope all around us. And we love it. In Colorado, it's like our first or second time really kicking this thing off. We've got about 4 or 5 people ready to go to get them shaved. If we're collecting by weight or length, we would absolutely lose because we all don't have much collectively, but we're doing it for the cause. We're going to get people outside and some others in the store. Thanks for giving us the opportunity, and appreciate the time.
I like that idea, Eddie. Maybe next year we go weight and length of hair. There's no way you'd come out on top. All right, let's go to the Columbus market. Mo Quee, can you share your experience with us?
Yeah, so this is the second year for Columbus, and I'm just grateful to be able to have the opportunity to participate in something like this. Obviously cancer hits all different age groups and different individuals, but when you talk about kids, I think it really hits home for a lot of us, especially when we have our own kids, we have our own families, and to be able to say that I participated in the Columbus market and the help with of Justin as well, and be able to say that we participated and provided for a great cause is just humbling, and again, it's something that really gets you thinking about things and putting life in perspective. So we've raised 613 so far and counting. So we're gonna try to drive that number up. But again, thank you for the opportunity to allow in the Columbus market to be a part of such a great cause.
Hey Mo, we appreciate you guys getting on with us and participating. I missed it if you said it. Any head being shaved in Columbus today?
Unfortunately, we had 3, but due to some certain circumstances, we couldn't get them to commit. So next year we'll get a bunch more, hopefully.
Yeah, you got it. Listen, it's not about the head shaving; it's about the donations. One more time. That link is live, so let's get this thing over 20,000. Let me send it over to our second place donators, and if I know anything about this market, they're not going to be there for long. El Paso, Adrian and Giovanna, can you guys share with us your experience with St. Baldrick's this year? All right, we're gonna come back to those guys. Oh, there we go.
It's Roxana here. They are not on, but they did collect $1,700, and I know they are still going as of right now. So I'll reach out to them, see if they can jump on here shortly.
Awesome. Thanks, Roxana, and thanks for filling in there. All right, into our top donating market. I don't know where they're at this point because money would just continue to roll in. I want to send it over to our team captain in the Detroit market, our home base. Fadi Guli, talk to us about your experience with Baldrick's this year.
No, thank you, Rob. It's actually my first year participating in it, and after hearing Hudson's story, when you have, as Mo said, when you have kids of your own, you can't do nothing but just kind of close your eyes, and it starts to sink in. And I mean, you said it best. The least we can do is to donate. And if you can shave your head, that's fantastic. But the last 2 weeks we've been pressing really hard on getting these donations up, and it means the world to me, and it affects us personally. And I couldn't have done it without the team of 3 that I have of Nora, Melissa, and Tony, and really pushing Detroit in donating. So right now, as I look at it, and it's not going to change, we are still going to stay number 1, but we're at $2,300 so far.
That's awesome, Fadi. Thank you for the contribution in Detroit. We've got our first head shaver at Oswego Sport Clips. How's it feel?
Hey guys.
Less hot. He feels less hot, he says. Oh, go ahead, Becky.
Yeah, I just wanted to interrupt and say, in case you haven't seen the little screen, that Hudson is up from her nap and has joined us for a minute. So, and
Can you say hi?
Hi, Hudson.
And also, I'm gonna jump over to the other feed just so I can free up a video box so that you can see the shavers a little bit better. All right, but thank you so much. I'll be watching from the other channel. Okay.
Thank you, Becky. We appreciate that. All right, I am our second shavee in this place, so I'm nervous. I'm excited. I don't know what to say. I guess here we go. And do we have any other head shavers done out there yet?
We're still here. We were waiting to get started, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it on to Nate as well.
Nate, best of luck. Don't listen to Byrne. It will grow back.
Nate has healthy locks. His follicles look great. He has great follicles.
Oh, as long as he's got the base, he's got good follicles, he'll be fine.
Ready? Yeah, ready. So I want to shout out my barber. His name is Days. He cut my hair since I was 15 years old. He's always ready for a good cause. I really appreciate him coming all the way to my house to cut his hair in this heat.
Hey, if you don't follow Chris Gomez on Instagram, you should, because most of his videos are about his haircuts. And I can vouch for him. He's had the same barber since at least 2014.
That's really good Instagram stalking. I truly appreciate how much effort you put to get to know me personally. When you talk about WV and family, I think we just know each other a little bit better now. I love you, Rob.
I think we got Zach Tinnef out there shaving Rod Barstad's head. I want to see some of that.
Oh, let's jump to that.
See it. Hey, getting out of the camera. All right. You see? Hey, what's up? You guys see me?
You guys are going to look like twins.
We see you.
I know. What's up, Josh? All right. Here we go.
Let's see it.
My barber is Mr. Tenoff.
Yeah. Zach, I got $20 if you take an eyebrow. $20 if you take an eyebrow.
Get her good, bro.
Getting the fryer chocolate going.
There's Rod.
I'll throw another 20 if he takes an eyebrow. I might even go a hundo for a couple eyebrows.
There you go. You want to take something?
Yeah, I got you. Ready?
All right, you got it now? Yeah, what's up?
It doesn't look like he's cutting anything. I still see hair on top.
Move to the front, Zach.
My barber is Zach. I mean, come on,
He got
bro.
it. It's a reverse
Going, bro?
mohawk.
Reverse mohawk.
Yes.
He's doing something. I'm not even seeing what's up. I know.
Trying not to hurt Rod, man.
It ain't hurting, bro. It's steel. Ow! Oh, you looking good, Zach.
All right, guys, we're going to.
Hey, who shaved Zach's head? Did you before Rod? Did you get Zach?
That's Zach Tenoff, my wonderful barber. And he's gonna go straight razor, and then I'm gonna run away.
Guys, we have Saber in the house. Saber.
I think you leave it just like that.
Saber's about to shave his head. Saber's gonna shave his head too.
Is he?
Really?
He said it takes a year to grow.
I know it does.
He's not doing it.
Right, let's finish it up. You want the whole deal?
Yeah, the whole deal. Take her down, buddy. Take her down.
What's up?
Don't leave any
Do
pop,
whatever.
bro.
Hey, I haven't seen
Go
Rob
down.
cut his hair yet.
I know. He's just posing.
Who are you, Gomez? Are you calling me out?
Yes.
I was gonna get one of those fat head fades, you know, with like last year's cut, and just not do it. but now Gomez told me now I have to.
Nate looks good.
Who else is shaving out there? What other markets have it?
We go and look.
What do we got?
What's
Oh,
up?
Rod, that's a
Oh, you
great
should just
look.
leave that. You should just leave that.
Just right there, Jimmy Neutron style.
That looks good.
Oh, look at Will.
Oh, he's going crazy on that one.
I was got a good head for. I gotta get behind your ears here, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he's giving him bangs. He's giving him
I'm
bangs.
an active participant in my own.
Turbo, you could make
Robert,
that
you
work,
guys.
actually.
Oh,
Turbo,
Tony.
I think that would
Of
work.
course
Like
it's Tony.
that haircut would work.
I'm gonna log
It's like a horseshoe. Yeah, that would work.
That's what it is, man. It's all
Yeah.
Give him a little gel. That would be sweet.
Oh my God.
I was hoping to do that.
Bob did that to me last year.
That looks good.
I got one too.
There it goes.
Tony, I'm not sure.
There it goes.
I would pick you.
Bye-bye.
Oh no.
You ruined it.
That's it?
Haircut or you're for fun?
All gone.
Oh man.
Looking good, guys.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah,
Zach's
way to go.
going in for the final detail. I asked him to stay away from my eyebrows.
It's beautiful. This is
Yeah. This is what's in right now.
this is the
Working out
style.
all right?
Honestly.
$20 each eyebrow for anybody that does it. $20 each.
$20 for the eyebrows.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
If you get all the shavees, that's a good chunk of change.
A lot of trust. A lot of trust.
Discipline.
What happened?
And I don't have my
You want to go
glasses
back
on, so I
super
cannot
bushy
know.
then?
Oh, brothers. Look, there's brothers.
I think I got. You need another hair can.
What do you need?
Oh, Zach, you did it for real.
What is it you want to do?
Hold on, I missed the spot.
Is Firestone napping? Is that him?
Turbo, you make that look good.
Yeah, Rod, do that again.
Oh, you want me to do this?
Everything?
Hey, now you got to rub your belly at the same time, Rod.
It's not working out so well, Ed.
A little bit late. Okay.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save so much money on hair gel.
Whenever you're ready, Megan. Thank you.
All right.
You ready? Ready for round two?
Yeah, I think so.
You're up, brother. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you, bro.
I think Ross.
No. Terrible. Hey, we need to find a picture of you. Great.
You can't mess up just shaving everything. Well, you can.
You gotta. Hey, there we go. Up to over 11,450 bucks.
Here goes Rob.
That's a good one. They should put that in.
I'm ready.
All right. You ready?
All right. Next up.
Yeah. Thanks, Rod. You are amazing.
All right, what are we doing here?
Definition of amazing. Everything.
Everything, yeah.
No, seriously.
Look at us.
I'll send you all of them. I owe you the world.
Amen. You guys still
Hey.
up, straight up. They can't hug it out.
Yay!
There we go.
Will's all done. Oh, he's about to blow. Are you blowing?
Will is looking good.
We got Daniel in the house.
Rob looks great. Let Rob know I'm down to do that. My barber is down to do music videos with him or music videos.
Oh, sorry.
Do a little karaoke barbering. Barbering.
Oh, I got you.
What are you talking about, Gomez?
You could sing. While
No
you get
one
a
knows,
haircut.
Rob. Let's see it without it.
Like I do.
I can.
You are so good.
Yeah,
I can sing or you can sing.
You can sing while you get a haircut.
Oh,
Pick a song.
All right, perfect. Are you lining it up?
Pretty much.
Josh Firestone just sent me a text and he said if we raise $1,000 in the next 10 minutes, he's gonna shave his head.
We raised.
You might want to rock that mohawk.
Oh, dude, that is money right there.
Rob,
Yeah.
nobody's listening to your propaganda, Rob.
No,
I already put in
Zena,
$500 for it. I already got 500 in for it.
I'm good for 500 too. Firestone, go get your wife and a razor. Let's go.
All right, let's go, Josh. Come on. We're almost at $12,000, guys. Do this.
I'm gonna take that off.
Oh, yeah.
Bill's all done. Where is Saber? Anyone else gonna shave their head?
Saber. Saber, do you have any words for?
Juan is on the call too. Juan could do it.
Oh, Juan, you could do it.
It looks like Chief is really keeping that 6 feet distancing thing serious. Chief's staying 6 feet away from the Clippers for sure.
All I know is iPhone better come out with this 5G.
Oh, it looks even better when it's
Wow.
Juan, are you shaving?
You really could.
Next time.
Next time.
You got a good bald head too, bro.
Yeah, that's what I like. Usually that's what I had like, when I was a kid. So
Really?
just shave it all off.
And it's not, you have? No, never. It's not like you can't really control the shape of your own head.
You can.
Really can.
Are you born?
Well, I guess you could.
And then
Make
accidents?
it swell up?
Yeah, with accidents, maybe.
It's a short-term fix, but yeah.
Yes. You get a bald cap and fill it in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dario is gone. Love it. This is awesome. I'm glad to see you. Thank you again.
Yep.
You're awesome. You're amazing. Thank you again.
Okay.
No
You're the
problem.
best.
It's good, Rob.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Rob, we'll need an updated photo of
I'm
your
not-
son. Poster.
I'm not sure what feels better, getting my hair taken off or taking off the mask, you know?
Here for her.
Inside.
Here, Case, come over here. Here we are, we're wrapping up.
Shaving. Oh, Rob is he's shaving too.
Awesome.
Bobby was our barber last year.
Bobby was?
Yep. Now we
You
got
might be a barber right
CT.
now.
Good job. Hey, you guys got lucky. You guys got a good. It was gonna be me.
You have done good, Rob. See, I'll learn how to do this. You got a boy.
Yeah.
I guess the can do it.
We got some YouTube comments. Everyone giving you guys a huge shout out, especially to Chris Gomez's puppies, Martha and
Denzel.
Martha and Denzel. So you got a lot of fan favorites.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna shave him.
Hello.
Pick up Martha. Pick up
We
Martha.
got more subscribers. Hi,
Martha's
Denzel.
scared. She's super scared of everybody. You'll see. I'm gonna get
Rob, someone said we'll hit 20,000 if you shave your eyebrow.
What? Wait, what?
I said, someone said, we're gonna hit 20,000 if you shave one eyebrow.
Well, I'll do
Look
it
at Mark
when
Denzel.
we hit it. I don't want to promise. I want to guarantee.
So next
But
time,
I'm
next
in.
time I'll shave my dog.
I'm in. If we can get to 20,000, I'll take my eyebrows. Let's do this.
I'll shave Martha and Denzel if we get to 20,000.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Megan said they grow back. It'll be fine.
In the hot seat.
Hey, hold it. I'm gonna shave my eyebrow.
Zena, where are we at so far?
We're good. We're good.
We are at currently, let me refresh really quick. We're actually almost at 12,000 guys, $11,587,000 already. So huge shout out
This is
for
like
watching and everyone shaving.
You get like $1,000 for all this hair.
For Jimmy?
Yeah.
We need another 500 to get to 12,000 guys.
$1,000 hair right here. This is
We're
Jimmy.
a-
Oh, I already got a picture of you. I want to get some shirts for your feet.
That's some nice hair.
Here it is. There's the pile here, Eddie. Just length and weight. That's 2 hairs. 2 heads.
Ready? Yep.
2 heads, not 2 hairs.
So many.
Light and fluffy, Rob. Light and fluffy.
White and fluffy. White and fluffy, Eddie.
Not really. A good like 50.
Rox, this is
Where else are we shaving heads? I see ZT still got one going.
Can I see it? All right.
Say, oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah, brother.
Oh, is Chris Gomez going?
Yay!
Yeah, I'm cutting it, but it's just, I don't have a lot to cut.
Wow, Jimmy, you have some good hair.
Gomez, what? Looking good.
Thank you. You want me to sing for you?
Looking good.
Yes, would you sing for everybody? I don't think people know your talents. Can you please sing?
I know.
I need to So let's hold up. Let me do this right quick.
All right.
Yeah.
So, if you guys want, you guys can go to my barber's page. It's I am Dave on Instagram, and then also if you guys go to my page, you'll be able to see me sing while I get a haircut. It's kind of like something that we do.
How about yours? Does your hair go fast?
I think so, but I don't think I can. I'm gonna sing today.
I think you should sing today, Chris. It's for the children.
What number are you, Gomez? What number are you, Gomez?
Let's see the YouTube live.
Gomez, I haven't heard any singing yet.
Oh, I don't.
Why are you shy, Gomez? Why are you
You know,
shy?
it's like 100 degrees out here. And
What does that have to do with singing?
That means you can talk, but you can't sing. That's weird.
Rob
doesn't
needs
make
to
any
be
sense.
directing
I need
people
the
to his
lyrics.
Instagram
You guys
page.
gotta, it's like I like karaoke, so I need the lyrics. I don't know any songs by memory.
We can all sing
Gomez,
together if that makes you feel better. We'll do backup.
Gomez, if you play your cards right, you'll go from 4 Instagram followers to like 6 or maybe 7.
Monica, I think you should sing.
So your
Monica
family
should sing.
and friends are
Mary, I can completely call you out. You know, Mary, you can cut your hair for this. You can donate it to like 17 kids.
I can.
I want to know who's shaving their eyebrows.
There's 900 Chris Gomez's.
Wow, Jimmy, it looks good.
Nice strong head.
Yeah.
Someone said 50K for my hair. Yeah, if we get to 50K.
I would.
Yeah,
Do it.
That was me. That was me.
Oh, that was you? Yeah.
Be careful, Zena. Be careful.
No, actually, I'm not going to speak. I'm just not. I might trim it. Maybe I'll get a little trim with Tony downstairs.
You never know. Chief and Byrne might come in
You
on
look
that
like
one. And
we're the
be
only
like,
ones
okay.
shaving. Like this is a YouTube.
That's through YouTube.
Yeah, I put it on the Mighty Southwest cast. Like no one's even me shaving.
Are we all shaved? Are we done? DT's got one wrapping up. Mo still hasn't shaved his head. I don't know what he's waiting for.
I think.
Woo!
Ed, are you shaved? Are you cleaned up, Eddie?
You can't ask me for shave.
Yes.
You got to turn on your video,
Hey,
Eddie.
I'm I'm working another angle to get this Brian Latta's beard figured out here. Trying to get a couple $100 to get his beard. I'm gonna put that reverse mohawk right down his beard.
Don't do that.
Rob, he's so close. We almost had it. Oh, he's thanking
do it.
you.
Do it. Then do it. Then do it.
You catch your beard off?
You king of physiology.
When I grew my beard out, she's like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And then now she's like, I couldn't do it.
Did we get Laura's beard? Do I need to contribute? I'm in.
I'm telling you, beard.
Yeah.
And where are we at on Firestone's bet? $1,000 in 20 minutes. We're there.
We need 100 more for Laura's beard.
I'm in for the. I want it on camera, but I'm in for the 100 for Laura.
How many more shavies do we have? Everyone all shaved up?
We're all shaved up here, Zena.
Hey, what do we need for Laura's beard?
$100. I think I already got. We got it though, Eddie, right?
No, we're 100 away to get a stripe right down the middle of his beard.
I got 50 on it.
I'm in for the other 50. Let's go.
All right,
we're there.
give me two shakes. We're gonna clean them up. We're gonna prepare them.
What do you mean you're gonna prepare them? My goodness. Anybody else? Are we all shaved? Zena, is everybody?
We're all
wrapped?
shaved
I
here.
think everyone's shaved. Yeah.
So we're good.
Looks good, everyone. Rob, you can wrap it up and tell them the great news.
We will in just a second.
All right.
We got to see Laura's beard. I think everybody wants that gratification. So Eddie, I need you to speed this. I don't know what you're preparing. You're always preparing. All right, let's just do it. Eddie? Laura probably took his phone away and smashed it so he didn't have to do it. All right. Well, hey, if they join us, that's great news. If not,
it's coming.
I appreciate it.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Of course. Oh, here it comes. There, look how excited he is. Have you ever seen a bigger smile on Eddie's face?
They're muted.
Laura.
I thought
Eddie,
I thought part of Rocky's promotion was a head shave there,
Ed, you're muted. Unmute.
I think we're unmuted. We're unmuted.
Yeah, you're unmuted now. Yep, we got you.
Turn it sideways.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
No
Slow.
Oh,
Laura, get him.
Go from the.
Can't see it. I can't see it.
Oh.
Let's see it.
Yeah. It's clean. It's clean. Good.
we need a better camera angle or something.
Get it down on his.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh
yeah.
Good job, Brian.
If you see this guy, call him.
That's worth $50.
Let me clean it up.
You got to put the handlebars on there, Ed. Handlebars. That look good on him.
All right. I think.
Are you?
All right.
This poor guy. All right. I want to thank everybody for participating. Thank you so much to our captains for all the donations and all the work that went into this. For again, just a fantastic cause. Thank Megan and the team at Oswego, Illinois Sport Clips for coming in on her day off and letting us, me and my kids, pretty much destroy the place. So thank you so much to Megan, and thank you to Sport Clips for being a huge sponsor. And we are at $15,000 in donations today. Thank you so much to Sauber and Wireless Vision for taking us to 15,000 in donations. What a great cause. What a great group of people. And I can't thank you guys enough. Thanks to Becky and Hudson and her family for sharing their story as well today. Zena, I'll turn it back over to you if you have anything to close us out.
Yeah, appreciate you, Rep, for being an MC. Thank you to all the shavies for shaving. Thank you to Hudson and her family for sharing your story, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. The donation link is still open, so keep those donations coming. We thank Saber and Wireless Vision for getting us to $15,000, which is awesome and huge. You know, Saber is a huge believer in WV's Got Your Back, and this is one initiative that he loves so very much. So thank you guys to all that are watching out there. Make sure that you guys utilize this link all weekend long to get some more donations, but appreciate you guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys next year in person back at our St. Baldrick's event. So thank you guys for joining.
Thanks, team. Great job. Awesome.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.